In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a data set that you can use to import data from a platform that is not Google AdWords to show in Google Analytics. So you need to go, it's a two-step process. We're going to use a third-party tool called Supermetrics to actually do the data import. It is a paid subscription. I'll give you details about how it works in this video. But what you need to do first off is you need to create your data set. So what I'm going to do to begin with is I'm actually going to create a data set for Bing ads. So what you need to do is you log into your Google Analytics account. You need to go to data import. That will then bring up this. So what you're able to do is you're able to create a data set that you can then use to actually upload the data into Google Analytics. So the first thing we do is we click create. What we'll then need to do is decide what the data set is going to be. Now it could be, we'll probably do it for another video, but for this particular video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be importing cost data, but you could use it for other purposes like refund data, geography, product data, and so on. But we're going to use it just for cost data in this particular exercise. So we click continue. Then what we need to do is we need to give it a name. So we're going to call ours Bing Ads. What we then need to do is you can actually choose which views in your Google Analytics profile you want to actually have it showing for. So I always would suggest that the two that we would have it for would be the master view and the test view, but not include it in the raw data. So the raw data should really be for completely unfiltered data. So just have it for those two. Click on continue. Now the three columns here, they're all there by default. And what you have then is you have some additional ones that you can have as additional optional keys. So what it's going to do is it's going to pull in the date, the medium, and the source. So in the case of the source would be Bing and the medium would be CPC. What we can also do is we can have additional information pulled in. So we can see here what the additional keys that we can have are. So we would want clicks, cost, and impressions. And then what we're able to do at the bottom here is we can actually choose some additional columns. So here we could choose whether we want to have lots of additional information. So in our case, what we want is we want to be able to include the ad content, and we want to include the campaign, and we want to include the keyword. So once we've done that, we then click on summation. So what that will do is actually won't overwrite the data. It will always kind of add the data to the file. So that we then click on save, right? And then we click on done. And what you'll now have is you'll now have the ability to upload files, but clearly we're not going to do that because we're going to use a third-party tool to do that. So what you'll see here is you now have a data set ID with Bing Ads as the name. So then what we do is we switch to Supermetrics. So Supermetrics offers a paid subscription to this. And as you can see here, this is what the cost of these particular subscriptions are. So if we have 5 daily uploads for Bing Ads, it's $39 a month. 20 daily uploads is $79 a month. And if you want more, then it's $200 for $169. Now, the one thing I would say is when you actually upload a data set to begin with, what you're able to do is you're actually able to kind of do up to a 2-year look back. So what it'll do is it'll go in, and provided you've actually either auto tagged your account or you're using UTM parameters, it will pull in that information and go back up to 2 years to give you that. So it's quite helpful in that respect. So what we do is we click on Supermetrics. We click on the use uploader. The first thing that you'll need to do is you'll need to verify your account. This is the Supermetrics account that you have. So I'm using my normal email account, and what it'll then do is it'll ask for permission to access your Google account. So we will grant that. And then what you need to do is you need to choose what type of data it is that you're going to be doing. And as you can see, you can choose from Bing, Facebook, Yahoo, Gemini, or just a CSV file. So in this case, we're going to be uploading Bing data. Yeah, so we can choose the Bing Ads user, which in this case would be me. Choose the Bing Ads account. We just need to wait for it to pull in the Bing ad accounts that we have access to. in this case, we're going to choose this account. If you wanted to add a filter, you could do. I would normally recommend that you don't. If you wanted to look at example data to just show that it'll actually pull in the information that you want, you can do that. Then what we do is we choose the Google Analytics account that we want to match the source to in terms of a target. So in this case, it's in that account. We choose that account, and then it will automatically select the custom data source that we've just created previously. So you can see here, it'll say schedule an ongoing daily upload, schedule an upload of historical data since January 2017, and send notification emails to me. Then if we click on schedule upload, we just need to wait for it to process. It does take a little bit of time, so you just need to be a little bit patient with that. Okay, so the daily upload now has been scheduled. So what will happen is every single day the data will upload automatically, and it will show in Google Analytics. And what you're able to do is, if you look in the scheduled download, you can see specifically which updates are going to be done, and you can see it'll basically go through and pull in the data from the historical, going back from sort of yesterday, going right the way back through to the beginning. So that's obviously scheduled the data to then show. Where you will actually see the data. So if you go back into Google Analytics, if you go into the acquisition setting, you need to go into campaigns, and then if you go into cost analysis, and what will happen is you'll then see in the cost analysis under the sources. Obviously it's too early to see anything right now, but what you will see is you'll see Bing and CPC and the cost and impressions and clicks and users and sessions. So all of the information that you would normally expect to see here based on Google data, you will have the ability to kind of see that for all traffic sources. And that's the end of the video.